This is the first of the big double points races of the season. Welcome to the 100 kilometers of Monte Carlo for the 8th round of the ARCSOA Elite Series. 41 drivers attempted this race, but we're down to only 29 that will take the start. A lot of full-time drivers did not make the grid. I will go through all of the drivers who did not make the grid after the starting grid. This track is very narrow. It's a very narrow street circuit, famous for Formula Alpha races. For Formula Alpha race, that will be tomorrow morning. The Formula Alpha race will be. Formula Omega qualified already, not Formula Alpha. Formula Omega has already qualified today. And for their Grand Prix tomorrow, Grand Prix of Monaco tomorrow. So ARCSOA Elite Series is kind of the support race for that. Anyone can win this race based on how people drive around this racetrack. You have to be very careful on this track or else you will fall out of the race. Passing is almost impossible on this track, so you must make every move count around this Monaco circuit. With that being said, let's start with your starting grid. Starting from the pole will be Christian Vander Pesch. He got the pole today, and of course qualifying up front is going to be very important. Equally as important is starting on the front row. DJ Curtis is starting on the front row. He will need this for his championship hopes. Madeline Myatt is going to start position number 3. Great to see her that far up the grid. She was the winner at Mallory Park. Position 4 is Cody Lamas. Lamas is our point leader by quite some margin, and a good run here will especially add to his point lead. This is and really solidify himself as a championship contender. Position number 5 is Benoit Lothair-Irvine, Rookie of the Year leader. Great to see Lothair-Irvine this high up the grid. Position number 6 goes to Alexander Spencer, who had a thrilling lap in qualifying. The sometimes quite hairy rookie did a great job getting that car into the race. A lot of people were kind of surprised that Spencer did get in. 7th goes to Nick Pericles. Pericles has previously won the Indianapolis 250 numerous times, but has not been able to pull off the American 700. And with a third one-off race, expect Pericles to be strong today. Vince Friese is going to come start in 8th position. Vince Friese is going to be someone to watch today, as Friese was incredibly fast in final practice. Position 9 goes to Zachary Fitzwater. The Australian driver had a scary wreck at Euro Speedway, but luckily was able to race this weekend, because this is a big points weekend for him, and he is a major championship contender. 10th position is Tim Fiegel. Fiegel did a really good job qualifying that car. DNC has a really strong package for this track, and Fiegel, who is doing okay in the standings, he's on 94 points, a little behind Lamas, number of points behind Lamas, but expect Fiegel to be very strong today. 11th position is Sean Perkins. Sean Perkins will lead the All-Ohio row if you saw Kenny Myatt starting in 12th. Perkins is another major championship contender as this championship keeps going. I believe he is 2nd in points, so watch out for Sean Perkins as the season goes on. P12 is Kenny Myatt. Kenny Myatt has lost a number of points after a Euro Speedway mishap and at Mallory Park. However, he already has... he's won 3 races this season at Road Atlanta, Walt Disney World, and Zandvoort. He's won the other 2 road courses on the season, so watch out for Kenny Myatt. Eric Monaco will be starting 13th in the, in the Silver Speed car. Eric Monaco, not from Monaco, ironically, but it was kind of fitting that he did qualify in this race. Position 14 is Jose Antonio Martini in the first of the one-off cars. Martini did a great job. FNS has a really strong package here, which is exactly what they need, because in points-wise, they've been struggling. 15th is Aiden Shepard. Shepard did a wonderful job getting that car onto the grid. And Shepard has been the lowest performing of the Petronas cars, but qualifying 15th is no slouching matter in a field of 41, so great job by Aiden Shepard. 16th is Jacob Hart. Jacob Hart did a great job. Sorry about that. Jacob Hart did a great job on the grid today, getting up the order. Position 17 is Tanya Jackwater. Jackwater, like I said, the FNS Marlones all got in first round qualifying and didn't even have to get relegated, are the 2 full-time drivers, as you're going to see. We we still have to go through Truck Tauger here, but he made it into the top 20 as well. Tanya Jackwater, and like I said, some of the FNS Brigade were really happy that they got into the race. Position 18 goes to Truck Tauger, who did a great job getting into this race here. One of 4 FNS cars to make it in the top 20. Position 19 goes to Quinton Moore. Quinton Moore did a great job in the Red Bull getting onto the grid. And the last car to get in through top 20 qualifying was Chris Warner. Now, everybody else so far had to go in to last round qualifying. So the remaining drivers had to go into that. The way it worked was they were all put into a 60-minute session, or into a 20-minute session. They had 10 minutes to set a banker lap. Every minute after that 10 minutes, the top-ranked car that had not been locked in got locked in. The first car that was locked in, the fastest car after 10 minutes in that session, was Max Anderson in the 20 car. Great to see Max Anderson in the Cathnex 20 car on the grid. The next position was Noah Hart. 1 minute into the session, he was the highest ranked car in the field. So Noah Hart got in 21st position. Eric Monaco's younger brother, Connor Monaco, got in at the 23-minute mark. At the 24-minute mark, Scott Roush got into the race. So great to see Scott Roush in the race. At the 25-minute mark, Mean Ratzenberger got into the race. At the 26-minute mark, Jesse Turner got into the race. At the 27-minute mark, North Carolina's own Do It for Dale Jr. gets into the race. At the 28-minute mark, only 2 cars left to lock in, Clara Irwin gets into the race. And the last car on the grid, the last car to get locked in, was Alex Miller in the 13 Del Prairie Incorporated Dodge Viper. The drivers who did not qualify for this race were as follows. Wolfstein von Schaefer qualified 30th, Grayson Ace Vito 31st, Roman Rahal 32nd, not what Rahal wanted to see, Tyler Thayer 33rd, Alex Rowe 34th, Maverick Force 35th, Daniel Voiles 36th, Samit Ozkin 37th, Zayden Davidson 38th, Kitsune Hashimoto 39th, Ryan Haupt 40th, and Johannes Rudavara 41st. None of the Ferraris made it, and Ryan Haupt had a big mechanical problem. And Ryan Haupt, by far, was the car highest in points that did not qualify. I believe Ryan Haupt was running very well in points. Well, not really. He was up at 74 points, but that's going to be crushing for him. With that being said, let's begin what will be the most anticipated race of the European Cup. The field of 29 rolls around this track here at Monaco for what will be a very difficult race for some of these drivers. Not a lot of room to move around on this track. So, who will be the Monaco 100-kilometer victor? Let's find out as the green flag will fly at Monaco. Here we go. Great start by the front two. Who will get the run down into Saint-Devote? Saint-Devote goes to, it's going to be Christian van der Pesch right there quite easily here, as it looks like a drag race for second between Matty Myatt and DJ Curtis as they go up to Casino, up by the casino there. Up the inside, Matty Myatt gets over second position. Third position is DJ Curtis with fourth, Cody Lamas, and fifth, Benoit Theravine. Spencer falls back to sixth. Actually, he stays in sixth. That's where he qualified. Nick Pericles is going underneath Spencer for seventh as they go around the hairpin down here. So far, I believe everybody got a good start. No accidents so far in this race. Very good start so far. As Do It for Dale Jr. is all the way down to last position. He did not have a good start there. He was started 27th on the grid. As Van der Pesch opens up a pretty big lead here over Matty Myatt, DJ Curtis, Cody Lamas, Benoit Theravine, Alex Spencer. We got a battle for... This is a battle, I believe, for 8th here between dropping Vince Freeze and Zachary Fitzwater as they go around the chicane down by the harbor. Into Tabac they go. Looks like Freeze is going to hold off the position, but Fitzwater has been one of the most aggressive cars on this Monaco circuit as they go through the swimming pool complex. Freeze goes wide. That's going to put Fitzwater in a very precarious situation. Luckily, Fitzwater backs out of it. But Freeze is all over the back of Zachary Fitzwater's all over the back of Freeze, with Fiegel not too far behind. But so far, it's been a very clean start from everybody on the grid. No accidents so far in this race. I think everybody's shocked to see that. But also, there hasn't been a lot of position changes either in this race. It looks like Shepard and Martini are going for a position here. Especially, this is one of the prime passing zones going up. I believe this is Beau Rivage. I believe that's Beau Rivage, actually, as they go up the hill one more time. Here we go for 39 laps, just over 100 kilometers around this Monaco GP circuit. Alex Miller and Scott Roush would bring it down pit road. That's going to be problems for both of those two drivers. Tough break for them. They would have pit pretty early on in this race, both with mechanical problems, I believe. But it looks like, somebody else had to come in. That was Jose Antonio Martini did as well. Roush definitely has a problem. I think Roush is blowing up. Yes, Scott Roush is blowing up on track. So Scott Roush will be the first retirement of Monaco. Ratzenberger and Jacquewater are in the pits now as well, so it looks like they've had a couple of tire issues, or a couple of mechanical issues as well at the start of this race, so maybe contact with the wall there. And, looks like Jacquewater might have some more problems with her car. Yep, Tanya Jacquewater is falling out of this race, so very tough break for Jacquewater as well. And this is an interesting battle between Irwin's actually going to pass Ratzenberger coming out of the pits, but they are stuck behind the slow Jacquewater car, who has some left side damage that we didn't see. And they are struggling to get by Tanya Jacquewater here. So a lot of mechanical problems at the start of this race. Kenny Myatt and Sean Perkins now are trying to do battle for position here. This is for 11th and 12th, exactly where they started, so not a ton of position changes on the start. This has got to be one of the calmest first laps I've ever seen. Drivers are not taking it too aggressively around here. They know that this is going to be a race of survival, not a race of people trying to crack their cars up, to be honest with you. Madeline Myatt has begun to close in on Christian Vanderpesch, who has a pretty big lead. However, Vanderpesch is going to have to deal with, or these cars are going to have to deal with Tanya Jacquewater. As here they go through the swimming pool complex. Madeline Myatt has to stay to the wide side there. Smart move there by Madeline Myatt, as Jacquewater is kind of dumping oil in the racing line. And that's going to put Curtis wide, and this might open up a position for Lamas to get by. Side by side into Larascas. And Curtis has to basically ride the wall to get by through Anthony Nova, or through that Anthony corner that I can't pronounce. And now Cody Lamas has got to open up that Chevy and get down into Sandevote before Curtis can hold the spot. Here they go, down into the corner. And Lamas goes wide there and is not going to get the spot done. Chris Warner is coming into the pits now. Tough break for Warner here. This is an early pit stop, if you ask me. The left car of Clara Irwin would get wide at the swimming pool complex and clobber the wall as well. They actually would rebuild Scott Roush's car to get him back out there, feeling that this race would be an attrition-filled race, so Roush is back on the track right now, so great to see Scott Roush out there with a repaired car. Battle between Connor Monaco and Noah Hart, who has lost a number of positions, Noah Hart, since the start of this race. Actually gained a bunch of positions. I'm sorry, I was looking at Jacob's starting position. Noah Hart's gained a couple spots. He's battling for 18th, but is losing a spot to Connor Monaco here. Max Anderson also has been on the move since the start of this race as well. He's up to 15th position from starting 20th. Noah Hart's got to find some speed right now, and actually he's up, 15th position. Noah Hart's got to find some speed in order, because his championship defense is currently slipping away from him. And now Christian Vanderpesch is going to have to deal with the lap car of Clara Irwin, and that's going to put Madeline Myatt right on his tail, and that's actually really reeled in DJ Curtis as well, as, like I said, passing is very, very difficult here, and lap cars we knew were going to be a problem, as Vanderpesch slides way out of control there. And this is what DJ Curtis wants to see. Oh, Vandy got into the wall. Here we go. We might have a battle for the lead now. Here as they go down into the corner. We got the top three all together with Lamas right there in fourth. Lap cars, oh, Irwin's coming down the pit, so that's going to open things up again, so the best cars can now show themselves. And here it comes. Vanderpesh is going to start opening up here a little bit. Down into Sandevote again. And here they go back up the hill. The top 5 are all together because the 2 leaders were kind of streaking away there for a bit. Connor Monaco is proving that you can get through the field if you are a quick enough car. He has proven to a lot of people that he can keep going. And oh, he's going to get another spot there because Max Anderson screwed up there. And that's going to be up to 15th position for Connor Monaco. So Connor Monaco for DNC is having an awesome, awesome run. He is, of course, the DNC reserve driver. And if Alex Spencer continues to keep causing a high repair bill, I would expect Monaco in that car, in the 2 car, pretty quickly. Battle for second now as DJ Curtis is looking to the outside of Larascas. And this is going to be where things get very interesting because, well, I don't think Curtis is that close this time. He's got to really open it up here, and I don't think he's got the car to do it right now, power-wise, on the Lexus Team Canada car of Matty Myatt. So they rocket down the straightaway towards Sandevote again. Sandevote. And it looks like DJ Curtis is going to slot into 3rd. Or stay in 3rd, rather. Meanwhile, Christian Vanderpesh would pit from the lead of the race. So Vanderpesh is in. This is a definite scheduled stop for him. He does get the exit of the pit wall there, but I think pretty much everyone's been doing that, especially if you're in the first stall. He's going to come out right in front of Ryan Hopp and Noah Hart, but I think he's going to have to let them both by. Or Noah Hart might let him go up towards Casino Square. And here we go. Down to Marabou and the Lowe's hairpin section of the course. So Madeline Myatt currently leads this race, but she hasn't pitted yet. DJ Curtis in 2nd, Lamas in 3rd. 4th goes to Benoit Lothaire-V. Cody Lamas and Scott Roush are battling for the lead as Matty Myatt's brought it down pit road. This is the closest I've seen anybody going down the front stretch here towards Sandevote. And here we go, down into the corner. Oh, Curtis forces Lamas a bit wide there. There's a little bit of bumper car there. This is for the lead of the Monaco 100-kilometer race. They go up the hill. And this is thrilling stuff down towards the Marabou section of the course. And it looks like Lamas is going to make an on-track pass for the lead. So great showing there by Cody Lamas. Great perseverance there. That's the perseverance of a possible champion right there. Christian Vanderpesh has a huge lead over Madeline Myatt, though. After that pit stop, Matty Myatt did not have a good stop there, but keep in mind, he's being held up by the slower Jesse Turner there. Noah Hart has pitted, by the way. Here comes Eric Monaco out of the pits. He was running toward the 10th position on the grid at the time. However, the 48 now is being held up by the slow car of Alex Miller, and this is where things are getting very, very shaky for him. Lamas now has Curtis to deal with. Curtis has been trying to make moves today, and they haven't seemed to work that well. Oh, Curtis slides a bit wide there. Oh, Benoit Lothaire-V goes even wider. You got Pericles all over the back of Spencer. Will that cause Pericles to make a move for the lead here? Lamas stays out, however, everybody else... Oh, nope, Pericles stays in, or stays out. Everybody else, for the most part, or no, actually a number of cars are staying out. There's a lot of different pit strategies in this race, so... Oh, Aiden Shepard's got a lot of right side damage, or left side damage. I believe he had a contact with the swimming pool wall. That wall's been very, very hard on people today. There's Benoit Lothaire-V also, with Nick Pericles. Of course, Shepard has already pitted, and now he's got to try and get his lap back from Cody Lamas. On new tires, Vanderpesh seems to be a dead cert out there as DJ Curtis still has not even gone out of the pits yet. It's going to be him for 2nd position with Matty Myatt here. Matty Myatt's on the track right there, and Curtis is going to be right behind Matty Myatt going up the hill. But with how early Vanderpesh pitted, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it on fuel the rest of the way. Kenny Myatt's quest for a 26th victory and take over Nick Mace's record is going to go badly as he would slide wide and scrape the outside of the swimming pool complex wall. He would actually bring it down pit road again. It's a tough break for Kenny Myatt. Lamas, Pericles, and Freeze have not pitted yet. Neither has Fitzwater, Fiegel, Warner has pitted, and then Lothair Irvine, I think, might be actually no, Lothair Irvine's in the pits. So Vanderpesch is the first car that has pitted, obviously, and Turner's the last car to not pit in this race, I believe, unless if Vanderpesch has already jumped people that haven't pitted. No, I don't believe he has, so... who haven't pitted yet, so... Coming down this track now, Vanderpesch has a pretty big lead, however, he's been held up massively by Jesse Turner. It's clear that Cody Lamas is trying to make this on a one-stop strategy, as is Nick Pericles and a couple other cars. Fitzwater knows he can't make it, so he's coming in. He's bailing for the pits there, so Fitzwater's coming in to top off on gas. That's probably why Vanderpesch was so quick in the pits, because Vanderpesch didn't take on a whole lot of fuel there. But we know he's going to have to pit again in this race, and I actually think the majority of the cars, well, at least once more, at least, maybe twice, for Vanderpesch. Pericles stays running on the track here. He is trying to go for that one-stop strategy. He's got to make it basically to lap 20 to do it. And now you got Fiegel there. It looks like some more cars have decided to bail for the pits. Maybe not. I thought somebody did. But yeah, more cars have bailed for the pit lane, as Jesse Turner and Christian Vanderpesch are still out on track. Fiegel's still running, and Pericles is still running. Obviously, Kenny Myatt's a lap down due to multiple pit stops here. But the lap times are a lot slower from the cars that have pitted. You can't really go off of Vanderpesch's speed because he's been held up by Turner. But Madeline Myatt right now is quite a bit quicker than the Cody Lamas car. The top three stay running in this race as Lamas, Pericles, and Fiegel are still out there. And now actually the fourth place car of Turner is still running. They're going to try and make this on a one-stop strategy where we know Vanderpesch is maybe on a 3. So Vanderpesch might be pitting with all of these drivers here. So the drivers that I might be watching is Madeline Myatt, if that's the case. Because Madeline Myatt is on pace to possibly... Where is the 91? Ooh! 91 had such a bad pit stop that she's not even in provisional second. I believe Alex Spencer is the leader of that group. Over Fitzwater, Freeze, Benoit Lothair Ravine. So on the pit stop strategy, Alex Spencer actually could theoretically be in the provisional lead of this race if pit stops play out. Well, actually, no, Vanderpesch should be, but this is an aggressive strategy by Cody Lamas. Connor Monaco, Noah Hart, and Trek Tauger would actually all fall out due to pit road contact in this race, so it's a tough break for those drivers. But the top 3 cars are probably going to make it to lap 20, at least here. That's Lamas, Pericles, Fiegel, and it looks like Jesse Turner. Vanderpesch has already had to pit again, so Vanderpesch's strategy doesn't appear to be working. Actually, those 3 drivers did basically this once in the race, what Kenny Myatt just kind of did there, and they had too much damage to continue, so unfortunately, Monaco, Tauger, and Hart would all fall out due to that. Lamas finally brings it down pit road, but Pericles stays out, as does Fiegel. We're going to see if Turner comes in or not. Turner goes through the swimming pool once again. Oh, it looks like Miller got into the wall there. That's going to put Shepard into the wall. That's a battle for the all-important 18th position, I believe. Or 17th position, actually. What did Turner do? Turner stayed out. Lamas comes out of the pits. Where is he in relationship to Alex Spencer? They were pretty close on track before the whole pit strategy thing there. And, well, it actually looks like Lamas got a pretty big jump there. So pitting or staying out later is definitely a benefit for people on track. However, what will Lamas have to do here in order to make it to the end of the race? Pericles is going to be in a lot better of a position to make it to the end, as will Tim Fiegel. Especially considering that these 2 drivers have not even pitted yet on lap 21 of 39. Fiegel is staying out there. Will Turner come in or not? Turner stays out as well. Lamas is a pretty big lead over Spencer and Fitzwater, so that's going to be interesting. It looks like the one-stop strategy is going to be the best strategy of the day. Rauschmore and Ratzenberger also fell out with just excessive damage from hitting walls, so they would also fall out of the race. So we're down to about 16 cars in the race right now. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more than that. I apologize, I don't give enough credit here. We have 21 cars still running in this race on lap 20, ironically, so excuse me, I had the hiccups there. So Nick Pericles is continuing to lead this race now, but he has to definitely watch out for the cover of Cody Lamas. He's got to pit real quick here. Remember, Pericles qualified all the way back in 7th with, who's running right behind him? That would be Fiegel starting 10th. So these drivers, and Pericles still staying out. Fiegel's finally coming in. Now, will Fiegel be able to get close to Lamas is the big question. What's Turner going to do? Turner is now entering the swimming pool. Obviously, Turner's not going to get in front of Lamas, because Lamas, I believe, is coming down towards Tabac. But Fiegel is now on the pits, so this could be very, very, very interesting for him. Let's hope it's a good pit stop for him. Turner stays out, by the way. Ooh, we got a battle there between... Oh! Spencer goes wide, trying to get by Fordale there, and Fitzwater might get a run on Spencer. That's for position. That could be a very important position as Lamas blasts by. Fiegel just gets going now. But I believe Fiegel's actually going to close in a bit here on Lamas. So Fiegel is now got to fight with Lamas for position. Fordale is beginning to back up everybody on the two-stop strategies here. Fordale is not very quick around this track, and it's kind of showing because here comes Alex Spencer trying to get by him, and I wonder if you're going to see Fitzwater try and take a dive up into Marabou, and oh, it looks like Spencer's going to be the one making the dive, but the outside of the Lowe's hairpin, probably not a great idea to make a move. But, well, it almost worked. And it actually looks like it might work there. So good job by Alex Spencer. Getting by Dewitt Fordale Jr. there. Pericles continues to stay out. He is waiting to the last possible second to pit. And I believe Kenny Myatt finally is calling it a day. His car has been beaten up numerous times, and that's not good for him. I take that back. Myatt is still out there, but he has a main championship contender right behind him who's in the provisional lead of the race. Or, well, once Pericles might pit here, but he does not want to see Cody Lamas get a lot of points, so I have a feeling Myatt's not going to be the best back marker here, as Pericles has got to keep opening that gap up, and I believe he is, because Lamas has Lamas is setting the fastest times of the race so far. But right now, he's got some traffic to deal with, so it's all down to what Pericles is going to do. Oh, Spencer, some of the two-stop people are coming in. Oh, we got an accident, I believe, there. I believe Warner and Spencer made contact on pit road, so that's going to be it for them. Pericles finally pits the 82 car. We're going to see how this turns out. Where is Cody Lamas? Lamas is on the front stretch. Here they go! Where is the 82? The 82's just now coming out of the pit, so the 48 has a big lead here, but the 82 is there. And with the 9 possibly slowing down the 48 here, and the 48's going to be close on gas. Oh boy, he's going to have to go into fuel save mode, and Pericles is going to have a lot more tire wear. He's going to have a lot better tires. Fiegel is now in 3rd. 4th position now with Spencer out of the race is Benoit Lothair-Irvine, who's been at every wall so far in this race. It seems like 5th is Vince Friesen, 6th is Madeline Myatt. 7th, I believe, is going to go to Jesse Turner. 8th to Perkins. 9th to Monaco. As we go down the order, Zachary Fitzwater out of a hood. I believe he had to pit with hood damage. This is what happened to Fitzwater here as Do It For Dale Jr. hits the wall and Fitzwater runs into him. So that's what happened with Fitzwater there. And Fitzwater would have to bring it down pit road to get that hood removed. Lamas is opening up a bigger lead, though, on Pericles here. And if Lamas wins this race, his point lead is going to be absolutely massive leaving this race here. And this is where we started seeing the lack of randomness that we've seen so far in this year. And Pericles has lost more ground than what we thought he would. So Pericles had a very slow outlap. Lamas is setting some pretty hot lap times here while, I believe Hayden Shepard, or I'm sorry, Nick Pericles had to pit there. I did not see Pericles go by on my board. Oh, Pericles grenaded the motor! Oh, no! Oh, man, Pericles blows it up! That is not good for Pericles there. And, oh, what a shame for him. I don't believe he's got any damage. But, oh, now he's got damage right there. He just drove it right into the pit wall. Pericles is done. So now that puts Tim Fiegel in second position here, as he has got to chase down Cody Lamas, and he is about a second faster than Lamas a lap, and with Lamas having to deal with Kenny Myatt, that's definitely hurting him here, as Fiegel is fast out there right now. And now there's an even slower car in front of both of them. That's Clara Irwin. Irwin has been a moving chicane all day with only 11 to go this time. And now Lamas has to get by two lapped cars here who aren't very fast. And Tim Fiegel's got open track in between him and Lamas. The only thing that this is helping Lamas is the fact that he can save gas doing that, which Lamas is in a worse fuel position than Fiegel. Third place is Benoit Lathere-Irvine. Fourth is Vince Freeze. So, but there are numerous positions behind here as Lamas is just struggling to keep going, or trying to keep a distance up in this race so far. The gap last time was 3.1 seconds between Lamas and Fiegel. Fiegel has Lamas in his sights. Lamas' race is crumbling before his eyes. Right here as Fiegel is really closing in now on Lamas. But Lamas can't get by lap cars. Does that mean Fiegel can get by Lamas? I don't really know. Look how close they are now at lap 33 down into Marabou. Again, Fiegel is right there on Lamas. 4th position starter and 10th position starter doing battle here around the streets of Monte Carlo. Here we go. Down through Portier there. Down in by the harbor and through the tunnel once again here. Can Fiegel get close enough to make a move on Cody Lamas? Lamas is trying his best to hold off Fiegel here, and he's doing a good job of it as the drivers in front are getting very impatient, as they are kind of impatient here. I think Lamas is realizing he's probably not going to get by them, but as long as he kind of parks the bus in front of Fiegel, Fiegel can't do anything about it. As long as Lamas doesn't make a mistake, I think he's going to win this race simply because it's so difficult to pass here at Monaco. But this is the section of the track where Fiegel is very strong. Through the slower speed corners, Fiegel can get right up to Lamas here and get a good jump out of this hairpin normally, and out of Portier. And that's where Fiegel gets a good jump here, but that Chevy there has so much power down the straights that he does pull a bit on the 4. Through the tunnel with only a lap and a half to go, Cody Lamas continues to lead this race, and Fiegel maybe has used up his stuff here trying to keep going here. Is there any more slow cars in front? Not really. As long as none of the cars in front make a mistake, I think Cody Lamas is he's put every foot perfect so far in this race, and has gotten a bit lucky with other cars on crap pit strategies. Where's Vanderpesch, out of curiosity, with his multi-tiered pit strategy? Man, that's a big pack there. DJ Curtis with a terrible start, with a terrible race after qualifying second on the grid, down at 10th. Not a great run for him, as this whole field is held up by Do It For Dale Jr. But none of these cars have really made a pass on each other yet. This giant train of cars trying to stay around this track. Oh, final lap here. Jacob Hart just came out of the pits. Here comes Tim Fiegel on the last lap. That's the closest he's been so far. Is Lamas going to get by Hart easy? Yes, he does. It's Fiegel. This could be the end of the race for Fiegel here. He's got to get by Jacob Hart cleanly there. Hart had some type of misfortune, and I think this is it for Fiegel. I think Lamas just won it right there, getting by Hart that easy. And I think Cody Lamas might have just stolen this win, or might have not stolen it, but gotten this win from that. But oh, Fiegel knows it's the last lap. He is looking incredibly aggressive now, trying to find any position to get Lamas back. However, this is where Lamas really strides, is this section of the track. But he's getting awfully close to Kenny Myatt, and the dirty air will begin affecting him, which Fiegel's been dealing with. But this is the closest we've seen Fiegel through this section of the course so far. As long as Lamas doesn't make a mistake, I believe... Oh man, is Fiegel trying. Both the two lap cars in front of Lamas do a great corner there through the swimming pool section. Both cars in front have had issues with that. Maybe with one more lap, Fiegel could have had a chance, but through the final corner last time, the 1,000 kilometers of Monaco goes to point leader Cody Lamas, who extends his point lead with 50 points. Second goes to Fiegel. Third, I think, is going to go to Benoit Laverne. Fourth is going to go to Vince Fries, and fifth is going to be Matty Myatt. Let's look at your full finishing results. Basically, this was a race of survival and luck for a lot of people here, as Cody Lamas wins the race with Tim Fiegel second, Benoit Laverne third, Vince Fries fourth, Matty Myatt fifth, Jesse Turner sixth, Christian Vanderpesch seventh, Perkins eighth, ninth goes to Monaco, 10th goes to DJ Curtis, 11th to Martini, 12th to Fitzwater, 13th to Myatt, 14th to Hart, 15th to Fordale, 16th to Alex Miller, 17th to Shepard, 18th to Irwin, 19th to Pericles, and we're 19th and below were all cars that fell out with some type of damage. 20th to Warner, 21st to Connor Monaco, 22nd, or I'm sorry, that's 21st to Warner, 22nd to Connor Monaco, 23rd to Noah Hart, 24th to Anderson, 25th to Tauger, 26th to Roush, 27th to Moore, 28th to Ratzenberger, and 29th to Jackwater. Let's take a look at your points and who is your European Cup champion. I believe it's going to be Cody Lamas, because he already had the European Cup championship coming in. So, your King of Europe championship goes quite clearly to Cody Lamas over Vince Fries with 106 points. Tim Fiegel has 96, and as you go down the order, you can see where everybody was in comparison to Cody Lamas there. So that's very important for everybody there. And your main points, you will see that Cody Lamas has even a bigger point lead than he did before, going back to the States next week, or in 2 weeks here. Cody Lamas with Vince Fries now taking over second, but he's 30 points back over a full race behind. Gonna take a lot to catch Cody Lamas right now. Sean Perkins is in third with Benoit Laverne in fourth, DJ Curtis fifth, Tim Fiegel sixth, Matty Myatt seventh, Zachary Fitzwater 8th, Vanderpesch 9th, and Kenny Myatt 10th as we go down the order. 11th for Pericles. Pericles could have had so much today. 12th for Turner, 13th to Monaco, 14th to Noah Hart, 15th to Shepard, 16th to Jacob Hart, 17th to Force, 18th to Fordale, 19th to Irwin, 20th to Spencer, 21st to Haupt, 22nd to Rivara, 23rd to Ratzenberger, 24th to Hashimoto, 25th to Thaber, 26th to Rahal, 27th to Jackwater, 28th to Tauger, and 29th to Scott Roush. All drivers that started the race got a point outside of the ones who were the one-offs. They do not get points. So everybody got a point if you were a full-time driver and started Monaco. So you didn't lose. You got a point for making the field. But other than that, we will be going back to America for the RSOA Cup. It's a three-race championship now. The RSOA Cup is, and with Benoit Laverne winning the ARC Cup and Cody Lamas winning the King of the Europe Cup, it's been interesting because whoever wins a cup, they tend to be the point leader, the overall point leader, leaving that cup. So what's going to happen there, we'll find out in a couple races. We'll see you then.